Münsterland Deluxe, Castle Magic and Farmyard Idol. Hello, I'm Herbert from World of Luxury Moments, and today I'm taking you on a journey into a region that is often underestimated. Between old castles and fortresses, poetic memories, and Westphalian hospitality, I spent a weekend that touched me deeply. In picturesque Senden, surrounded by the rural idyll of the Münsterland, lies a very special place, the Hülshoff Grothues-Potthoff. The driveway lined with trees leads me toward the estate. For almost 800 years, this traditional estate has been family-owned, combining farming, hospitality, and indulgence in a remarkable way. The courtyard, a blooming ensemble of colorful petunias, beech hedges, and sandstone framed with red brick, looks like a postcard from another time. I step into the Hofhotel, lovingly built with Westphalian elegance and modern comfort. The lobby greets me with the aroma of fresh pastry and wood. Reception is warm, personal, and sincere. No big city flair, no anonymous check-in, just the feeling you are truly welcome. With 60 comfortable double rooms and suites, a fine dining restaurant, modern sauna, and elegant event spaces, the Hof combines countryside tranquility with contemporary comfort. And right here, in room 68 under the roof, my personal retreat begins. My room is bright, decorated in soft tones, and filled with the scent of freshly pressed linens. Wooden floors, allergy-friendly, soundproof, with thoughtful details, a desk, sitting area, flat-screen TV, safe, air conditioning, and the bed? Over 2 meters long, heavenly comfortable. The bathroom is spacious, soft towels, bath products, everything you need. Not exaggerated luxury, but thoughtful comfort with a Westphalian heart. After unpacking, I wander into the Hof Cafe. Outside on the terrace, beneath a large awning, the scent of apple pie and coffee fills the air. I treat myself to a cappuccino and a slice of homemade cream cake. So light, so sweet, so sinfully good. Each bite tastes of home, of craftsmanship, of love. The farm shop is a paradise for gourmets, filled with high-quality foods, gifts, and delicacies, all from the estate itself or the surrounding Münsterland, land of delights. I stroll through 400 square meters of regional specialties. I discover jams, honey, sausages, juices, pralines, all local, many directly from the farm. The in-house bakery is heaven for cake lovers. Apple cake, pear nut torte, fresh stone oven bread, all baked daily with the finest ingredients. Tip for connoisseurs, the homemade plum liqueur, perfect to take home as a gift. In the evening, I dine at the Hofhotel's restaurant Hasenpfeffer. I sit outside on the terrace. What awaits me is fine country cuisine with a modern twist, fresh, regional, honest. On my plate, tender duck breast, perfectly crisped, on chanterelles, with a glass of non-alcoholic wheat beer. The atmosphere, unpretentious, elegant, and simply good. From the small window in my room, I see a yellow hot air balloon floating silently across the horizon. Birds dancing in the sunlight seem almost puzzled by its grace. The sun bathes everything in golden light. One of those magical moments where time stands still. The next day, I drive to Schloss Nordkirchen. I don't know if it was the sky or the reflection of the architecture in the water, but standing before Schloss Nordkirchen for the first time, my world stopped for a moment. This palace, the Versailles of Westphalia, is not just a museum, it's a statement. A dream in brick, built between 1703 and 1733 by master architects Gottfried Lorenz Pictorius and Johann Conrad Schlaun. Then for a prince bishop. Today, for eternity. I walk the long avenue. To both sides, meticulously trimmed trees, a garden like Versailles, but quieter, softer. The air smells of grass, old walls, history, and high summer. The grand facade draws me closer. Strict symmetry, elegant, monumental. Surrounded by water like a jewel in its setting. Every bridge, every window, every statue seems to tell its own story. I circle the palace, from the outside, of course, The interiors are reserved for students of the Finance University. That gives the place a special peace. No crowds, no tourism, just me, the palace, and its solemn aura. What stretches before me is pure garden art, shaped hedges, blooming beds, symmetrical lawns, and white gravel paths leading me through a mosaic of patterns. Sculptures line the way, gods, allegories, mythical creatures, some weathered, some proud. They gaze into the distance as if holding on to the past. I stand still and feel it. This is more than a palace. It's a stage for the soul. Each view, a masterpiece. Schloss Nordkirchen is not a place for quick impressions. It's a place to linger, to marvel, to feel. Whoever comes with open eyes and an open heart leaves here richly rewarded with silence, with space, with grandeur. My journey continues to Burg Hülshoff. Amid expansive parkland near Münster rises a castle out of time. Burg Hülshoff, a Westphalian moated castle with red brickwork, gables like in a fairy tale, and a still moat reflecting its history. The roots of the castle reach back to 1349. From 1417, it belonged to the Droste-Hülshoff family, a tradition carried on into the 21st century. Inside waits the Droste Museum, a time capsule drawing me into the life of one of Germany's greatest poets, Annette von Droste-Hülshoff. Born in 1797 here at Burg Hülshoff, as a child she discovered her literary talent early. At 7, she is said to have carved her first poem into the castle's wooden beams. Strictly raised, she nevertheless became an independent writer and an unmarried woman in a conservative Westphalian aristocracy, a fascinating figure of her time. The lovingly reconstructed rooms feature original furniture, ornate wallpaper, historic paintings. Outside, the park invites me to wander, past ancient trees, streams, benches, and paths that whisper her spirit. Burg Hülshoff is more than a castle. It is a literary monument, a living museum, a place where history and poetry meet. The breakfast buffet the next morning is a poem itself. Fresh yogurt with fruit from the estate, crispy rolls, homemade jam, cheese and sausage from the region. I take my time. Everything is allowed to move more slowly. The day begins in peace. I reflect on the weekend and wish I had more time. The Münsterland is more than a hidden gem. It's a place for connoisseurs, history lovers, and seekers of authenticity. And Hofhotel Grothues-Potthoff, whether for a gourmet short trip, a weekend escape, or a relaxed day out, this is where indulgence, nature, and hospitality harmonize perfectly. And me, I will return, without a doubt. Have you ever been to Münsterland, to Nordkirchen, or Burg Hülshoff, or stayed in a country hotel that truly touched you? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to World of Luxury Moments for more travel inspiration, and activate the bell so you won't miss a thing. Thank you for joining me, for listening, for dreaming, and who knows, maybe we'll meet soon on a terrace in the Münsterland with apple cake or a wheat beer. Until then, stay curious, stay indulgent, stay luxurious. Yours, Herbert from World of Luxury Moments.